Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today we've got a game between Best and Light here on Fighting Spirit. In the top right-hand corner of the map, we've got the yellow Terran player. He is known as Light. And in the bottom left-hand corner is going to be the white Protoss player, Best. Alright, so Best versus Light here for you. I looked back at my Brood War cast for the last several weeks and said, where the heck are my PVTs? And there haven't been any. So no PVTs for the last while. A lot of ZVT, a lot of ZVP, but nothing of this particular matchup, which is a good one. It is a good one and a fun one to see here. Usually the Terran players will open up bio, then transition nicely into a crazy mech style that's been the meta for, decades now. Maybe not decades, but at least 10 years now. Where it's tanks, where it's vultures, where it's Goliaths, and then Protoss is about Archon drops and things like that. Wait, not Archon drops, Arbiter drops, and things like that. So we'll see where we end up, but I feel like that's the path we're going to take here. Building supply depot close to home here is Light, and there was a nice lively discussion on my last cast about how much I use the zoom out feature. So again, in Remastered we can zoom out like this. We can effectively take half of the map in a single glance, which is pretty awesome. So they said, why don't you keep it close for some of the earlier battles with small amounts of units, but when big stuff's going on, use that zoom. Use that zoom, Balkan, they said. So I'll do it. So I'm going to do it for you guys. I'll do my best. And that's hopefully going to have to be enough. All right, refinery in production here, a simulator on the other side. So both players just kind of getting ready to go here. And I guess while there's some time, if you have access to any great StarCraft Brood War replays, remastered or not, right? This is an old replay. This is not from after the remastered era. Shoot him to falconpaladin@gmail.com. I'd love to cast him. If there's some game from way in the back in the day that you'd like to see cast, maybe in English for the first time, or maybe just in the remastered client for the first time, shoot him over with the subject of a StarCraft Brood War, and I'll definitely take a look at it. I read all of my emails, and it will likely get cast at this point. Although I do have a pretty good stash of stuff from Team Liquid. There was a poster over there who was very nice and uploaded a ton of stuff, a ton of replays from all sorts of great players like Light and Best. And it's appreciated, but one day those will run out. So, scouting here on Fighting Spirit, there is no Protoss in the top left, says Light. Not good for me. And choosing not to scout at all is our friend Best down below. He's working on Singularity Charge, increasing that Dragoon attack range. It is a necessity. I can't think of a game with Protoss where they haven't ever gotten that upgrade. It's just, you get it, no matter what. Maybe first thing, maybe a little bit later, but eventually every Protoss gets that one. In production is a Dragoon. Can't tell. The gateways don't really have building stuff animations here, which is kind of weird, right? I mean, you can see a Dragoon in the production tab, but otherwise it's like nothing's going on. There's no blinking. There's no nothing. Probe walks past. Oh, look at this abandoned gateway, he says. Oh, snap. There's a Dragoon. Dragoon popped right out. Also, a quick plug for my Twitch channel. I have been doing some non-StarCraft stuff out on the twitch.tv/Falcon Paladin. Mondays, Wednesdays, Saturdays are my general days to be out there around 11 p.m. Eastern, which might be a little bit late for some of you guys, but I don't know. Some of you guys maybe have crazy schedules and you can catch that stuff. Anyway, if you feel like watching me play Far Cry, other new games as they're released throughout the year, go ahead and hit me up there. Give me a follow. It doesn't cost you anything. And if there's a game that I'm playing that you like, then maybe you can check it out. All right, fair enough. Also might actually introduce some StarCraft to the channel too, but we will see. We will see. In production, tank. In production, Spider Mine upgrade. Well, I guess not really production, but in research. Anyway, Spider Mine upgrade expansion. Now coming in here. That's such a small little warpy thing for a Nexus, isn't it? Looks so tiny, especially if it's not highlighted. Right, if I click this thing. Looks like a pylon's being built here, but that makes no sense at all. That's horrible. Dragoon tries to get some pressure on, but there's enough Marines, and specifically 6 of them, and a tank now. That's not going to happen. Does he have the upgrade? No, he's going to wait. He's going to wait for siege mode until that Spider Mine upgrade is done for the vultures. And here's a very, very small Marine tank push, making Dragoons to deal with it. They've got the range upgrade. Should be able to hold here. I'd be surprised if Best just died to this thing, but I'm sure it's just pressure from Light to see what damage he can get done. Actually, is he going the wrong way? Do you not know? You know, you've scouted down here. I'm assuming that was your SCV that scouted that bottom right-hand corner. I think it was. All right, here we go. Dragoons set up in defensive positions. Here comes our Terran player, throwing down spider mines. And then, was he going the long way around? I don't know, man. He's scouting. He's trying to see if there's a base up here, I guess. As long as we're coming down this way, might as well scout for any stuff we can kill. Nope, no base here. He actually expanded to the traditional natural base location first, which really shouldn't be a surprise. And expanding, is he double expanding? Yeah, Light's double expanding behind this. He's putting some pressure on Best, and I like it. I like it very much indeed. All right, so the natural base is being taken, third base being taken down south of that main, and is he just threw down spider mines and decided to go home. Okay, I mean, I guess he says, I'm double expanding, my opponent is not double expanding, I have an advantage here, let's not push it. Let's not lose things unnecessarily. Let's make sure these tanks and the Marines are alive for a future fight. And that's where I want to be. All right, Light, sounds good. Sounds good, dude. I mean, I'm not going to second guess you on that one. That siege, yes, that's siege tech. All right, so siege tech being researched on that machine shop on the factory. In production up front is another command center? No, that's an engineering bay. All right, engineering bay. At front here, a bit of a wall, but look at this spider mine placement. It basically ensures that Best can't move out without Light knowing about it. Smart. It's real smart. And again, playing incredibly defensively here too. Here's our Protoss player. So observers out. These guys have range, which means they can start going on a spider mine clearing expedition here. Where if they have range, they can take out spider mines before they can actually attack the Dragoons. Sometimes their pathing messes up and they get way too close and get killed by the spider mine anyway, and that's embarrassing. But hey, they're Dragoons. Traditionally, that's what they are. Oh. Ooh, did that hit? Yep. That one hit. That one does not hit, though. All right, so it does take 2 spider mines to actually kill a Dragoon. Thankfully survived and cleared it out and is taking a third base location. But again, Light knows exactly when that's happening. Continuing to run around and see if we can find more of these spider mines to take down. Observer flying in does see... Oh, that's a very quick third base. That's a very quick third base from Light. My third base is behind. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Who knows? Armory on the way for the upgrades for the tank stuff. For the mech stuff, specifically. Yeah, I mean, it looks like after these Marines, I think we're done with bio right now. It's just going to be factories from this point on from our Terran player Light. And everybody being incredibly patient right now. Incredibly patient. I guess Dragoons have gone out on some spider mine clearing missions, but otherwise, has anything actually died? I think maybe one Vulture has died so far. He was kind of stuck up here at this third base of Best. Vultures moving out. Do they have spider mines in them? They do. At least this one does. I assume the rest of them do as well. Do they have the speed upgrade? There's the speed upgrade. Ion thrusters. Faster Vulture movement. You can tell when they have the upgrade because they are blurs when they move. They just zoom, zoom, zoom. They're zooming all over the place. Very good against probes. And Zealots, not good against Dragoons, but sometimes in desperate situations, you will use the Vultures to fight against them. Yeah, this has got to be the most patient I've seen pro players in a game in a while on the channel, at least for the Remastered. Nobody's really mounted any kind of assault here. I guess everybody knows this map so well. Fighting Spirit is by far the most popular map in Brood War, at least today, and it has been for a while. Just a lot of games have been played on this map over time. People enjoy it. What can I say? Just like people enjoy this music. Man, I love the Brood War music. I don't know what it is. Oh, losing a Dragoon to spider mines. First blood. First blood on Best's units here. APM for these guys, well over 200. Something that people in the comments have wanted me to communicate, well, have communicated several times over the last few Remastered videos, is that you can only select 12 units at a time in Brood War, even in Remastered. Look at this. Actually, no, you can select more. I'm a liar. I'm a liar, but actually, can you? Hold on. No, I think it's just the 12. Hey, man, thanks. You're not ready. It is just the 12. Okay, good. Good. Anyway, point stands. 12 units at a time in a control group, which means if you have an army of like 100 units, you have to control all of them in separate control groups or just manually highlight them and tell them what to do. It's so hard, and the fact these players can do this is just insane. Like, appreciate what you're watching when you see somebody be this good at the Brood War. All right, a couple Dragoons see the vultures, but again, they're so zippy, they just can escape. Super escape time. Where'd that observer go? Okay, observer's here. Is it time to go? Time to go, Zealot and Dragoon army? I believe it is. Working on carriers, too. Carriers, wow, 10-minute carrier. Out of best. Okay, this got interesting all of a sudden. What anti-air is there from light? There are 4 Marines. 6 Marines with this army. Well, 5. Where'd the other guy go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's the 6. All right, 6 Marines with this army. And let's use that zoom out. All right, so we see we're set up over there. We're coming on in. Here come the Dragoons setting up in siege mode. This is a pretty strong attack here, especially with the tank numbers that light is going with. And Spider Mine's getting tossed down too. Trying to get on top of there. The carriers have joined the party, though. Enough Marines where these carriers with very few interceptors not going to be able to do very much. But if you focus down the Marines, suddenly it's an unopposed army. Goliaths are joining the battle here. They really need to focus down the carriers. I like that they're helping with the Dragoons here, but carriers are going to be what it is. You'll notice that Best did not bring his carriers too far away from being able to go up on this high ground and escape if necessary, and so he did manage to escape there. All right. Setting, is this forward? This is forward missile turret. Forward missile turret. Zealots wandering right on top of these units here too. Goliaths trying to kite back and back and back. Goliaths are just so hard for them to kill Zealots, but if you kite well enough, you can do it. Yeah, more carriers on the way, more interceptors on the way. So you're working on, yet +1 air weapons. If you're making carriers, you definitely want to make those air weapons. It's just, it really adds up because of the interceptors. How few, I mean, how many there are and how many times they attack. It's just basic addition here. All right, who's expanded? Expanding in the top here is Light for his 4th base location. Oh, and a 5th base down in the bottom right here too. He's expanding hard. Yeah, I mean, Best hasn't been all that aggressive, and I think he knows now that there are carriers, that Best is going to have to wait until that carrier group is fairly big to really do much of anything. And so Light says, I mean, you can expand maybe a couple times. I'll lose a base, but I'll still be up on my opponent. Wait. Oh, Zealot canceled. Zealot canceled the 5th base in the bottom right. Hey, man. Good job doing your job. Good sir, good Zealot. How are the upgrades looking? Got no upgrades for the Protoss player. Vultures have +1 attack. I guess everybody else in the Mechland has +1 attack too, since they share that upgrade. More Spider Mines, more Dragoons. Come on, carrier group. Get big enough we can do some stuff. Trying to clear out more Spider Mines with the Observer support. And Light is okay with this. Light says, you know what? You want to clear my Spider Mines? That's cool. That's how I know where your army is. To some extent. That guy take a hit? Looks like he did. Indeed he did. Took a smash right to the base on that Spider Mine. Clearing more of them out, but there are so many Spider Mines on the map. It's going to take a while to get rid of all of them. Army setting up here to protect this top left-hand corner. It seems, well, at least for a second, it seemed like Light wanted to take these 2 bases in the top left, but no, he's leaving, abandoning that position to pull back to his base, as it seems like Best is pushing up that direction. Where the heck are those carriers? Where did they go? Carrier group. Carrier group. Oh, here they are. Okay, so they're clearing out Spider Mines much more easily because these Spider Mines cannot hit air targets. Don't be alone, though, guys. Oh, just got scanned. Run. Look at this Light. He can smell the blood in the water. These carriers are alone and unsupported. Observer does get taken down by the Goliaths. Wait, maybe? Yes, it does. Okay. Trying to expand in that top left again. Here is Light, but looks like it's not going to do very well. A lot of missile turrets here defending this 4th base location of Light. Is it enough is the question. Well, with some Goliath support, maybe it is. Wow, Goliath with a Charon booster upgrade. You can tell because of the blue clouds coming off the back here. Are they actually not target firing the carriers? Not really. Not really, because the carriers are staying on this high ground. This is beautiful positioning This is great positioning here, but actually, he keeps losing interceptors to these guys. Are you taking direct hits? Yeah, that carrier is taking some direct hits. Yeah, Goliath group is just too big here. I don't know. Oh, did he wait for that command center to finish before killing it? He may have done that. May have actually done that. That command center is likely going to die here. He's even, I mean, what's our group? It's only 5 carriers, and yeah, it does end up saving the command center with this Goliath group that's just chasing them away. Flinging back around to the low ground here are the carriers, and then Zealots and Dragoons with the support that was needed. As previously mentioned, you really do need that kind of support. Where are you guys going? Oh, they're going to finish off this base up north. Maybe, but no, defense here from Light should be enough to clean that thing out. Carriers just seems like they're not doing enough damage to the Goliaths, but I guess every one of these little swoops is killing one, and that's some heavy attrition the Goliaths are facing right there. They're all gone. Yeah, as soon as I said it doesn't seem like it's thinning out these numbers very much, it totally starts thinning out the numbers very much. Holding the middle here a little bit is best. Decide, never mind, I don't want to hold the middle. Yeah, base in the top left here for Light is toast, and Light's base in the bottom right has still not been replanted. So Best is doing this extremely well. Ladies and gentlemen, he is making sure that Light is not able to expand where he wants to expand, keeping him effectively on 4 bases, killing a lot of SCVs there too, while expanding himself in the bottom middle section of the map, pushing down further south with the majority of his army than he's gone so far is the Light. Got +2 attack, got +1 armor. There are some carriers here for defense. Other carriers coming to join the party. Is there enough anti-air to handle this? I don't think that there necessarily is. The tank's just pushing on anyway, because I think they know they can't run right now. Right? They can't run. Oh, but another group of Goliaths joining the party, coming in from the top, trying to pick off those tanks as they are a major threat to this Nexus. Yep, tanks. Every one of these is enough to one-shot a Goliath or one-shot a tank. I feel like there's a lot of overkill going on here where the interceptors, if they spread out their attacks a little bit more, I feel like they could get a little bit more done. Where are the Templar going? Templar. Hey, Templar. Oh, okay, you all dead. You all sorts of dead, Templar. Either way, I still think there are enough carriers to shut this thing down. The Nexus is down too, though, so that hurts. That hurts Best a lot. It's 150 to 146 total supply. Fairly even on that one, but Light decides it is time to pull back home. He actually was allowed to keep this base in the top left-hand corner. Are you kidding me? Cannot believe that. All right, here we go. More Goliaths, more tanks heading up to this top left. Going to set up in a position to defend it. Escorting these SCVs, transferring up to this base in the top left as well. Trying to see, where do these guys go? Oh, hey. Hey there, Zealot and Goliath group. How you doing? We're going to surround you. Pincer move. Pincer move from both directions. Coming at. Does that actually mute the sound a little bit if I zoom out? It does. That's funny, huh? Alright, so that's it for that group. But guess what? Carrier group is back. And is your worst nightmare. And is going to try to take down this top left-hand base now that all the SCVs are here. I don't know. Does he want to engage? He doesn't really want to engage because holy Goliaths, Batman. +2 attack on those guys, +2 armor. Sneak attack from the Fog of War as the carrier group, though. Yeah, it's almost better, I think, to split up your carriers into 2 separate groups if you have this many. Go ba-ba, you're at least killing 2 Goliaths at the same time. But guess who's coming down from the north? It is Light. Nope, you're going to expand there? I don't think so. You're going to expand in this bottom section of the map? I don't think so. Yeah, this is pretty intimidating stuff. There's a couple cannons and a couple Dragoons trying to hold this thing. Not going to happen. He is abusing the immobility of the carrier, right? Carrier not that fast. Goliaths and tanks are actually faster. Probes running for their lives down the other ramp out of here. And I think they're going to get the Nexus before the carriers can kill all of them, unless all of the Goliaths get distracted. Nope, they're target firing down this Nexus. They want to kill the base more than anything else. And he's sending more Goliaths into this third base location of Light along the left side, too. This looks like it could be the end for Best. Light is really working hard right now to make sure there's no income at all for the Protoss player. If they all focus it down, can they get it? And there it is. Nexus down, suddenly down to 2 bases. Suddenly down 160 to 105 total supply. Sure, the carriers are difficult to kill here, but it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough, I don't think. Goodbye. Goodbye, Goliath. I think those messages are actually for real-life Brood War friend messages, or friends that I have. I think I need to appear offline to get rid of those. How do I get rid of those? Somebody let me know in the comments. Regardless, air weapons continuing to be increased by our Protoss friend here. Any of you guys? Yeah, alright. Yeah, +3. +3 is already done? Oh yeah, it just finished. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, carrier group, you are the final bastion of hope for best here. If you can kill everything that Light has, you're gonna win this game. Unfortunately, Light has a lot of Goliaths. And these Goliaths have +2 attack. Just kidding, they have +3 attack. I mean, he's trying to expand, but the fact is you can lose interceptors this way, and if you're just continually trying to make interceptors, when you have 2 minerals in the bank, eventually you're going to run out of those things. They're not free, you know. They're not free units. Yeah, interceptor counts for these cannot be full. 6, 5, that one has 8, that one has 6, that one has 6. And he is trying to retake his 3rd base. The Nexus is coming in. The long-distance mining probes should be able to stick around and actually not long-distance mine for the time being. Trying to attack in at this top base that has been under assault so much this game of Lights, but he's managed to hold on to it just through sheer stick-to-itiveness with the Goliath count. Yeah, at this point, I mean, he's kind of trying to focus down the carriers in particular, but also just killing the interceptors is going to do what he needs it to do. Just so mineral-starved is best right now. And I mean, this is just a slow bleed. It's a slow bleed right now. There are so many more bases available, so much more income right now for the Terran player that it's just going to end in only one way. I don't see any way that Best comes back in this game. These guys injured. They're fairly injured. Trying to make more of them interceptors. 1, 3, 1, 0, 0. Yeah. Yeah, this is where it gets bad. Where it gets real bad. A single Goliath managed to find his way into this 3rd base and kill a couple probes. That hurts, actually. That really hurts a lot. How many workers do you think Best even has? I wish I could tell, but near as I can tell, there's about 5. There's about 5. And anytime you're turtling up here like this and just waiting for death, death is going to come. 136 to 70 total supply. Light is looking strong. He looking strong. All right, Goliaths, what you got for us? What you got, friends? There it is. Charon boosters on all the things. Some tanks showing up just to deal with the little small group of Dragoons that exists on the ground here. They do have +1 attack, but not much attack for the ground, and that's a good game out of Best. Best is defeated, and Light is your victor in 22 minutes and 49 seconds. All right, let's take a look at that final score screen. There it is. There's your sound. Produced 373 units, did Light 361 by Best. Pretty actually even across the board here, about 250, 300 in every one of these categories. Structures raised 11 to 15. Again, fairly even in resources. Light just killed him. This is what it was. 14,000 gas mined, 38,000 minerals mined, 51 spent compared to 42 spent by Best. The carriers were good, but they were not enough. Kind of rushed, I think rushed a little bit to carrier there. The Goliath response from Light was just perfect. And again, good micro out of Best, doing what he could to keep those carriers alive, but can't protect the interceptors that well. And if we had a number of interceptors killed in this game, it'd be a lot. It'd be a big number. All right, so that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thanks for watching, and you take care of yourself.